You're a senior who's noticed some more difficulty with your daily activities, whether it's gardening, carrying groceries, getting out of your chair, or others. You know you need to regain your strength, but you don't want to spend hours at the gym. What can you do in just 10 minutes? That's exactly what we'll cover in this video. First of all, before we even get to the exercises, we want to know the format of exercise. The format you should be using is something called circuit training. In other words, you don't just do an exercise, rest, do the exercise again. You do one exercise, do the next exercise for different muscle groups, the next exercise for further different muscle groups, and you keep going like that until you've gone through your circuit of exercises. The reason that you do this is because circuit training allows you to work different muscles while the muscles that have just been worked and are tired are resting. Now let's talk about the exercises themselves. I'm going to give you 6 exercises. Take 3 of those exercises and do them on one day. Take another 3 and do them on another day. Here are the exercises, and they are available in my other playlist on the exercise library. One exercise is one-legged deadlifts. That exercise works the muscles of the glutes, your butt muscles, your hamstrings, the backs of the thighs, and the lower back. Another great exercise is lat pull-downs, which works your biceps, the front of your arms, as well as your lats, this big back muscle. Another great exercise is an overhead press. You take some soup cans, sacks of potatoes, or dumbbells, and you raise them over your head. And that works the muscles of the shoulders as well as the triceps. That's the first 3. The next example of 3 exercises are squats. So you sit down onto a chair and get back up. Try to sit down onto a chair lower than the chair or the couch that you sit in. Most chairs or couches are about 18 inches. Try to sit down on something that's 15 inches. Or try putting a phone book on the ground so that you're higher off the ground and you have to go down lower to achieve it. Another great exercise is seated rows, and that works the muscles of the upper forearm as well as the mid-back muscles, which are excellent for posture. And the final exercise in this group of 6 is incline push-ups. Incline push-ups work the muscles of the chest, the front of the shoulder, and back of the arm, and they are far easier than push-ups on the ground. So again, the way you organize this is you take the first 3 exercises, you do them in one day, you take another 3 exercises and do them on the next day. This way you can get everything done in a matter of 10 minutes. And if you're using a circuit style, you might be able to go through a circuit 2 to 3 times. The goal is to raise your weights over time. Now, if you're afraid of doing any of these wrong and you want to make sure, 100% sure you're doing them properly, we help seniors with exactly this. If you click on the link in the description below, it'll take you to our homepage where you can schedule a quick 10-15 minute Zoom chat to see whether or not we can help you. This is a no obligation, no sales pitch, no pressure kind of call where all we want to see is, can we help you? If we can, we'll let you know. If we can't, we'll let you know that as well. Now you know the exercises. Let's discuss how many sets and repetitions. Your goal is to do between 10 and 15 repetitions for 2 to 3 sets. In other words, try to hit 15 repetitions with every exercise. If you can hit 15, next workout, raise the weight. If you can't hit 15, keep the same weight. That's your guideline of when is it time to raise the weight. Now, I'm not going to give you a specific weight because the amount of weight you should be using varies person to person, it varies muscle to muscle, and it varies across time. If you're starting just now, you're going to be weaker than in a month if you've been exercising consistently. So because of that, the weight itself doesn't matter. Is it challenging? Is it extremely difficult by the 15th repetition? If it is, you figure out the right weight. If your 15th repetition looks as good as your first, it's too easy. And I want to emphasize the secret sauce of any exercise program is progression. It's not like your first day exercising, you figure out the right weight and that's the right weight forever. That's only the right weight right now. As your muscles get stronger, that's going to be the wrong weight. It's going to be too easy. You should be lifting weights slightly heavier, and then slightly heavier, and then slightly heavier, as long as your body allows you to make progress. So again, I can't emphasize this enough. The goal is progress over time. Progress can look a few different ways. You can increase the number of repetitions. You can increase the number of sets. You can increase your duration. Instead of going for 10 minutes, try going for 12 minutes or 15 minutes and so on. And of course, you should always strive to raise the weight. If you like this information and you want more just like it, we have a newsletter about fitness for seniors. If you want to subscribe to this newsletter, click on the other link in the description below and it'll take you to the subscription page, and you can always unsubscribe if you don't like it. Thank you and goodbye.